What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and quick video for you today. I want to talk about Lost Records Bloom Rage getting delayed. So they officially delayed it, and this is one of those cases where I respect what they said, basically, right? Because oftentimes I feel like games do get delayed for specific reasons, like competition and other things like that, and, sometimes they don't tell us that. But for this, Don't Nod flat out basically came out and said, we know you're excited for Life is Strange. We want to give Life is Strange time to breathe, and we want to give Lost Records time to breathe. And I think this just further solidifies, not that it wasn't obvious to begin with, these two games are so similar, and they actually are a little bit more similar than I think we thought originally, right? Because, we knew a Life is Strange game could be in the works. We didn't know it was going to come out exactly at the time that it was. But Life is Strange, Double Exposure, bringing Max back, you think, okay, oh my God, rewind powers, and Lost Records Bloom Rage is literally about, jumping into two different timelines, right, to figure something out, going in the 90s and going in the current time. Then you find out that Double Exposure, Max loses her rewind powers, but it's replaced with what? Timelines, and literally being able to go into two timelines. Lost Records from the beginning, right, gave off the vibes. It gives off the look. It gives off the way that I think they're going to tell the story, the powers, the theme, everything, right, comes off very, very much like Life is Strange. So, it's good that, although it's incredibly obvious, I think, to us, right, these two games were always going to be similar, or that at least even if Life is Strange wasn't coming out, Lost Records looked like a Life is Strange game, right? Now that Life is Strange, puts itself at, I think, October 29th, right? And this is interesting to me, too, because they say, okay, well, we want to give it time to breathe. We want to give our own game time to breathe. So they delay it to early 2025. Now, I imagine they wanted the game to come out in November, because if it was going to come out maybe, and I don't know why they couldn't have done this, if it was going to do like an early December thing, I feel like that would have been enough time, right? Because Life is Strange would have had a month and a few weeks, and then you release this game. I don't think that would have interfered too much. Maybe they think differently. That's totally cool, by the way. But now, I imagine that Lost Records is like late January, right? It's one of those, like this past year we had Prince of Persia in late January, and then it kind of kicked off right away with February with all the games. I think that's where Lost Records shows up. So I would not be shocked if it's one of the first major games in 2025. If it's late January, and at worst, like early February. I really don't think they're going to push it all that much, because I really don't think it needs to be separated too much. It already is going to be separated, by, at this point now, 2.5 months at the bare minimum, right? If you release this game in mid-January, you've given Life is Strange 2.5 months. I also want to throw this in here too. Although I think it's coming from a place of, hey, these two games are very similar and that's why we're doing it, it's interesting that, and I've been saying this, I think Life is Strange Double Exposure is going to do quite well. Life is Strange 1 is the only one that really sold, like, unbelievably well. I think it's because of all the reasons that made Life is Strange 1 so special. I think just off of Max, just off of it's a sequel to that game, I think, without even the quality, because we don't know. It might be really good. It might not be. I think Life is Strange Double Exposure is going to be the second highest Life is Strange game to sell. And I don't even think that's even going to be close, to be honest with you. So I wonder if that's made an impact. I don't know if it's going to affect any other game. I don't think it would, because other games are so different from Life is Strange. But I do think that might be part of it, where they think, well, Life is Strange might sell, 2-3 million in the first couple months, and our game is basically that. So what if they don't have the money, or they don't want to buy two games that close together when so many people have already bought Life is Strange? I think that kind of is the center of why they delayed it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.